Starting with the August LSAT-Flex, there are some new LSAC policy changes. First off, there's a new score preview option going forward, meaning that for first-time test takers only, you can see your score before deciding whether to cancel. But that's for first-time test takers only, meaning if you have ever sat for the exam before, even if you canceled your score, you're not a first-time test taker. But if you are first time, you get to see it before deciding whether to cancel, which in reality isn't a huge deal because law schools, with very few exceptions, do not average multiple LSAT scores. They only take the highest score, meaning there's always a reason to retake. And you should not necessarily cancel your score because even if it's lower, no big deal. And if it ends up being higher than you hoped or expected, well, that's fantastic because now you've got a higher score on record. There is a fee for this service. It's $45 if you sign up for it and pay for it prior to your LSAT, and it's $75 if you decide later. And so I'm not really sure why they need to charge such high fees. I wish they wouldn't, but it is what it is. It's well worth that investment if it gives you even the slightest peace of mind. Also, starting with the August LSAT-Flex, there is a new writing sample requirement, meaning you must complete the writing sample before they will release your score. If you don't complete the writing sample, you're not getting your score back, so don't delay, don't forget. And starting with August, you can actually complete it prior to the LSAT itself, meaning up to 8 days prior, you can go online and get it out of the way. Might not be your top priority because after all, it's not score compared to the actual LSAT, but you may want to do it as a break or just 3 days or so after the exam, you could do it then too, totally fine. I wouldn't wait that much longer because you don't want to forget or for it to potentially delay your score. And so I wouldn't be doing it 7 a.m. the morning scores are released when scores come out at 9 a.m. because they might not process it or update their systems in time. But those are a couple of policy changes to be aware of. The last one I'll add is retake limits. There are new LSAT retake limits reinstated. For a couple of years, there weren't any retake limits at all, period, meaning you could take it an unlimited number of times. Then they instituted new ones last year, meaning 3 times in one testing year, testing cycles running from June to May of the following year, 5 times in 5 years, 7 times for life. And if you get a 180, you can't take it again, as long as you have a current score on record. Now, they removed those limits for the LSAT-Flex administrations up to this point. So the May, June, July, and August LSAT-Flex tests, those do not count towards retake limits. But starting with October, whether it's a flex or not, retake limits are reinstated. These don't affect that many people, but they're still good to be aware of. And I'm happy to address follow-ups on why that's the case and such, but I'm just giving you the lowdown on that for now. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.